again, Rabbi Miller here from Keeping It Sacred. Tisha B'Av is coming up, and actually there's a 3-week period between the 17th of Tammuz and the 9th of Av, which is a sorrowful time of year. It always happens in the summertime. We're a luni-solar calendar, a calendar that's dictated by the moon or by the sun, kind of by both. And it's a holiday where we remember the time leading up to the destruction, not only of the first temple, but also of the second temple. We conflate this date to be the source of all calamity of our people. And the 17th of Tammuz commemorates the first breach in the wall of Jerusalem, and the 9th of Av commemorates the last piece of destruction, where the totality of the destruction was completed on the 9th of Av. So it's a very sad and mournful day. Why do we have days to be in mourning? It's a way to remember that if we have the opportunity to be in community and to be the fullness of who we are as a community, to have our temples and sacred places, that we should be grateful for those. And if we are living in a time where we are not able to have our sacred places, that it's a way to remember that we have been in this place before. We are encouraged to read from the book of Lamentations, which laments the state of the world and the state of that feeling of exile, being exiled from God, exiled from our temple, exiled from our community, because indeed the temple was the gathering place for the Jewish people in the ancient times. So it's a way to remember all of these things. People do fast often on Tisha B'Av. There's a custom to eat an egg before the fast, a boiled egg, which reminds us of the rebirth, the newness of life that will come afterwards. There's a tradition to do healing services during this time, to remember these broken times in our life. Judaism recognizes that not everything is as joyful as, let's say, the holiday of Purim, that we do have very real hardships, and that emotional toll is experienced in human existence. That is a part of being human, that we have all of these downtrodden feelings. And it's a way to help us feel not isolated, not alone, to be able to bring it out and talk about how we're feeling as well. So may this Tisha B'Av remind you, first of all, if you are able to have what you need in this world, to feel grateful for having it. And for those of us who are not, to remember that we are part of a network of our people, and our people have been through calamities and travesties. We know what it's like to suffer, and we are building that compassionate world to be able to accept and appreciate each other and hold space, hold sacred space for those emotions as well. We know the catchphrase, the watch phrase of our people is known as the Shema, Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. The last letter of the word Shema and the last letter of the word Echad, put them together, they spell the word, it's an ayin and daled, they spell the word Eid, which means witness. We are bearing sacred witness to one another, to one another's joys and one another's struggles. So with that, you are not alone, and there is a place and people who will hold your sorrow and your struggle, your brokenness and your feelings of exile and loneliness with you together. May this Tisha B'Av remind you of these ideas and lift you up with comfort at this time. I hope you have a momentous Tisha B'Av and are able to connect with community at this time. Thank you, everyone, for keeping it sacred. Be well.